and I'm back with another fun-filled video for you. Today I've got a knife that is not a South African custom. This is actually an older knife. I tried to do this video yesterday or last night, but there were kids sort of playing around. I didn't get around to actually doing this video. I kind of stopped it and then deleted it. So we're going to go ahead and get into this one right now. So this is the Spyderco Sage 5. Yeah, so let's go ahead and pull out this bad boy, see what he looks like. As you guys can tell, it's just a regular box, nothing special. And again, this is not even really a new knife. This knife is actually considered one of Spyderco's, I guess, signature knives that's in their lineup. They have so many. This is just one of them. Another one would be, obviously, the Paramilitary 2. That would be one of their signature knives. And like the Paramilitary 2, the Spyderco Sage 5 is an Eric Glesser design. I don't know if you guys can see that in the light. It's so bright right now. Usually my problem is the opposite. But let's see here. Yeah, there you go. You can see his signature right there. Yeah. Eric Glesser design. So let's just talk about this knife for a little bit. So we've got a 3-inch flat grind blade, leaf-shaped S30V steel. Really nice flat grind. So that means it's going to be an awesome slicer. This is a compression lock, which is probably my favorite lock of all. I definitely enjoy it a lot better than the regular liner lock or even the frame lock, simply because your hand does not get in the way of the knife at all. Basically, it's just one hand open, one hand close. You know, unlike a frame lock knife like this Spyderco Techno. In order to close the blade, I gotta push the frame lock out of the way, take my hand out, then close it. You know, that's pretty dangerous there. But with this knife, you can just sit here and do this all day long, right? The knife is incredibly smooth, very, very smooth. It's also, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, there you go. It's perfectly centered, dead centered, actually. This is just a perfect little EDC, S30V steel. The ergonomics on this knife are absolutely incredible. You know, there's no hot spots either. It's got the really nice deep wire pocket clip, which is their most famous pocket clip. They only put it out in 2 different styles. There's the regular silver clip, and then there's also the one that's like stone washed. This one's the regular silver. Unlike, on here, on the Spyderco Techno, you can see that it's actually stone-washed on there. It's funny that they haven't bothered to do other clips with this design, maybe put on a carbon fiber or something, you know, but, you know, production companies can only do so much because they're pumping these knives out as fast as they can just to meet the general public. So, you know, if you wanted something like that on your knife, unfortunately, you would have to go custom. So back to the knife here. This is a very, very lightweight piece. This is 2 pieces of material put together as far as the handles go. If you can see on this knife, it looks like 90% of this knife is G10, and then the top layer is carbon fiber, a carbon fiber layer, which I thought was genius, because it seems like the whole thing is carbon fiber, but it's not. You know, you've got like, again, you know, you've got like 88%, 90% G10, and then the top layer part, and you can see the division. I don't know if you can, but there's a point where it sort of stops and then starts. But you can see the division where the G10 ends and then the carbon fiber layer begins. The knife is also quite light, as you can see from the inside of the knife. If I put it at an angle, you can see holes inside the titanium liners. The holes are there. It means that the knife is skeletonized for weight. So it's meant to be a really, really lightweight carry. As far as the size of this knife, I got a couple of size comparisons for you. Sorry, I don't really have any recent knives that are the same exact size as this one, so you guys have an idea. But what I like to do is what I call small, medium, and large. So let's go ahead and do some size comparisons real quick. Hopefully the angle won't bother you. Maybe I could do it this way. So as you guys can see, there's the knife right there. We're going to go ahead and put it up against, say, oops, didn't mean to move that. Put it up against the Spyderco Techno. As you can see, the Spyderco Techno is actually a lot, let me see if I can move it out more. Yeah, there you go. It's a better angle. It's a lot smaller, so this kind of falls sort of in the small, medium category. Also, we could put it up against the Kershaw Livewire right there. I hope this kind of helps. So as you guys can see, it's small, medium, and large. The Livewire being larger. The Livewire is 3.4-inch blade length. The Spyderco Techno is 2.7 inches, and then the Spyderco Sage 5 is 5. So the Spyderco Sage 5 is 3 inches in length, blade length. If you want to see it up against a bigger knife, why not? Let's do that. We could put it up against the Chris Reeve Inkosi, which is a much larger knife than the, yeah, it's a much larger knife. Yeah, there you go. So it's a much larger knife than even the Kershaw Livewire. The Chris Reeve Inkosi is a 3.6-inch blade. So as you guys can see, it's a very friendly carry piece. Not at all intimidating to carry. It's a nice size carry. Let's do one more. How about we put it up against the Sebenza 21? Funny story about Chris Reeve. I was online. I thought I'd go ahead and order myself a couple of Sebenza, order a Sebenza 31, a large one and a small one. And in case you guys aren't aware of it, it would take about 4 years from the time you place your order. I just never heard of that. I'm blown away. But anyway, here it is up against the Chris Reeve Sebenza 21. So as you see, it's almost the same size as the Sebenza 21. All right, so there you go. Really, really nice everyday carry knife. The greatest thing, obviously, is the compression lock. That flat grind means it's just going to be an amazing slicer. The ergonomics on this are amazing. Just holding it this way is great. And of course, if you wanted to choke up, put your hand here, placing your third finger or your middle finger underneath this, it feels absolutely fantastic. So it's perfect for, EDC tasks, definitely just a friendly pocket carry piece, which is one of the reasons why I got it. Very, very light. I mean, there's really isn't anything bad to say about this knife. Yeah. You can flick this knife out quite a few ways. Excuse me. One way is with the Spyderco hole. Another one is with the compression lock. You don't even have to touch the knife at all to open it or close it. I don't know what made you do that. So yeah, there you go. So that makes it sort of fun, right? You can middle finger flick this guy, nice and easy. You can even inertia open it. I can't really do it like this because the angle of my hand, and I don't want to get out of the camera. I could try. Nope. There you go. Whoop. Almost. Do it again. There you go. So, I mean, you can do it with inertia by just doing what's called a pop. So there's several ways to open and close this knife. The lockup on this compression lock is probably the best you'll ever get. It is absolutely solid. as a rock. If you're not familiar with the compression lock, I think it's probably the best invention for knives. This thing is as solid as a goddamn rock, and yet, you know, because basically the knife only runs on washers. There's no ball bearings in this. It's just washers only, but it operates like a ball bearing knife because of the compression lock. You know, I mean, basically, if you pinch the compression lock, it becomes a gravity knife. Look at that. Just sort of nice and loose until you release the compression lock, and then it becomes solid again. So that's probably the best lock ever invented. Out of all of the locking systems on folding knives, I think this is maybe the no-brainer one. And I'm kind of sorry I don't have enough knives with the compression lock on it, because it's really just fantastic. And it's very, very fidgety. If you're not someone that likes to use knives, but you're a knife collector like me, you know, it's a very, very fidgety piece. Definitely love it. So yeah, I highly recommend this piece if you haven't come around to it. This knife has been in the Spyderco lineup for about 7 years now. Spyderco Sage 5. They have it in a bolt action lock. I believe that's the Spyderco Sage 3 or 2, which is basically a little lock on the front of the knife where you press it back, and then the knife goes slack like this. There's a compression lock, which is this one, the Spyderco Sage 5. They also have it in a liner lock version, like this, you know, where you just sort of get it out of the way. And they also have it in a frame lock version. So they have several versions of this knife. So lots of different size, not lots of different sizes, but lots of different flavors as far as locking mechanism. In fact, it wound up becoming a locking mechanism signature series for Spyderco, where they came out with 5 different ways you can, you know, for the locking system to be on this knife. This is my favorite of all of them. You know, so I'm only going to have this one. Again, you know, this knife is up there, right up there, in a lot of people's opinions with the Paramilitary 2 and the Para 3. You know, the staple knives, I guess is what you want to call it. And this one does not get overlooked. People tend to like this one. I mean, this would be for like your non-knife nut, basically. If you want a really good EDC carry, this is the one. It's the right size. It's the right shape. It's not intimidating. It's legal in most states. I mean, there's really not much more I can say about it. S30V steel is no slouch. The nice flat grind is going to make it a perfect slicer, you know, for anything, even eating food, whatever. If you want to just kind of spend the day at the beach whittling crap out on wood, this is the knife for that. It's a beautiful little, you know, that flat grind on there makes it fantastic. Yeah, so there you have it, the Spyderco Sage 5. This is not a brand new knife or brand new, you know, I mean, if this wasn't enough information for you, there are tons of videos online regarding this knife. If you want to go with one of them, that's fine. I only did this video because I bought this knife yesterday, because I am still currently waiting on a couple of customs that are supposed to be coming to me tomorrow. See if I can give you guys a quick picture of it on my iPhone. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm gonna try. Let's see here. See if I can dig that picture out for you. Here you go. So, yeah, I'm currently, unfortunately, yeah, I don't think you can see it in this light. Sorry about that. Yeah. Nope, you can't see it. But in any case, I've got a couple of Clyde Challoner knives that are coming tomorrow. I really can't wait to get a hold of those. It's going to be fantastic. I hope I do get them tomorrow. There's a little problem with the shipping. The address on it was wrong. I confirmed the correct address, so we'll see. So that is it for me on this video, but stay tuned. I've got another video coming right now in a few minutes. In the meantime, Spyderco Sage 5, definitely a great buy. I forgot the price on this knife is currently right around $220, $221, right around there. Any retail store, if you can find it, probably find it online a little cheaper. I've seen this knife go as low as like $185 in some places, $190. It's a great buy for regular EDC. So if you're looking to have something in your pocket to carry every day and you're not really a knife collector, I highly recommend this one. It's the right size for anybody. Spyderco Sage 5. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next video because that's pretty important and pretty big. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Open that up, Spyderco Sage 5.